Hey there, how are you? It's Amy Green with Amy and Art Designs, and we are going to make some tier tray decor. I'm just going to pull you up over here on my iPad so I can see your comments because I'm using my phone as a webcam, but I just schedule change this week, and so I can't craft with y'all tomorrow. So I thought I'd hop on tonight for a little bit and we can chat. The kids are at tutoring, and here we go. The kids are at tutoring, and I'm just super excited to be here with you. So if you're watching, let me know where you're watching from. Drop a comment and say hi. But let me show you. I'm going to add my webcam so I can show you what we're going to make. So I'm going to add this to the stream. There you go. If you've crafted with me before, let me know if it's your first time here too. We had a lot of first-time crafters last week. I usually paint on cardboard, so this was from last week. But we're going to do some faith-based, and I've got something different I saw I want to show you guys. So this is one of the signs we're going to do, and these are for tiered trays. Okay, and this is the other one. There are more trays in this set. Let's see, it's hard to see. Hey Pam, how are you? I'm glad you're here. Here's the cross. Did I show you guys these last week? I don't remember. I think I did. Happy Easter. The one cross and 3 nails. And then this. Yeah, you know what I did? Because I talked about how I kind of saw this in black and white. But because if you guys saw, we're having a printable parade next week. So go check my page for the details. But basically what it's going to be is there's a group of us who are going to be crafting with printables from Wilshire Collections. And Stacy she's a great crafter, and she's also a great decorator. She's got checks all the boxes, right? The decorating is not my thing. But she's a great crafter. I'm going to put some tape down so I can put my words on. And we're going to be sharing her printables. What's wrong with your tech, Pam? So I'm going to actually be crafting with one of her sets. And after I saw that set, I was like, you know what? I'm going to change my mind. We are going to try this with some home decor wax. And so let me show you. And I actually saw this because when I was on Stacy's page, kind of reading about her printable club so I can share it correctly with you guys, I saw that she used this on a picture frame and it looked awesome. So we're going to try that. You live in the mountains. You just having trouble in general with tech. So I'm really excited. So, and I'm also going to be doing a gift away. So spread the joy, guys, and chat with me. And we're going to pick names. I'm going to let Joe pick names. Spread the joy and chat. Okay, so here we go. Let's try this. I'm going to try this home decor wax on here. I know it's not our usual time to craft. So, I'm using a brush. I don't usually use a brush, but this is brown and my edges are brown, so I'm not worried about getting it on the edges. But I like how this looks. See how pretty that is? Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. See how pretty that is? So I'm going to do that on both of these. So yeah, I've got a unexpected trip tomorrow. So I'm going to be gone for a couple of days. Let me zoom up a little bit now. Okay. And we're just going to go over this with a brush. It's harder to go over these with, when you have a color, like if you're doing pink or, um, purple or something where you're gonna see where you paint on the edges because it looks super sloppy. Hey, Cassie. Hey, Amy. How are you guys? We're working on a tier tray set, and this is gonna coordinate. This set actually is gonna coordinate with the printable. One of the printables from Stacy's printable parade. So I'm so excited that like we have something that matches up and will coordinate together. So we're trying a different technique on this. This is actually the decor wax. And it just looks really pretty. It kind of looks like stain. So I thought I'd show you guys this technique. I thought I'd try it. I've never really painted with it before. But I've got water on my brush just to kind of thin it out a little bit. The decor wax, like a little, goes a long way. I actually spilled it on the carpet. So my studio area is carpeted, and this is how it was when we bought the house. And the carpet's old and it's not beautiful, but it's over on the side. Pretty much, I mean, we're going to replace it anyway because we're going to build a pool and we're going to rip all the carpet out of the downstairs and put in that tile. So how are you guys doing? Amy, is it still blizzarding where you are? I don't know if you're still here. So this with the brush on these little words takes just a little more time. But let me show you. Can you see how nice that looks and how kind of stainy it looks? So I'm going to do it on this too. I just lost my key. And the reason I paint on this tape, y'all, is it just holds your little words in place, and then you're not, they're not flipping all over the place. So if you're in my crafting tribe, I have the calendar ready. I thought I'd have it ready yesterday, but yesterday was I was really busy getting ready for things with the Joyful Crafting Club, because that's going to launch next week. So I'm super excited about that too. And I was just like in like, I don't know, website creating drama. And so, not website creating, but, like forums and making sure everything works the right way and making sure everything goes. And so that was a little, it just took me a whole lot longer than I thought it would. So I've got that ready for this week, and I'm going to put it up in our group, and you'll know this month is going to be a little different. Because we're traveling for spring break. Amy says from Wix Wax Candle, she says, no, the blizzard is over, but it's still really chilly. So have you been able to use and like start actually making candles? And then Cassie says that she uses tape all the time now for small pieces. I know. It just moves the process along. Oh, Pam saying that the weather here in Virginia is crazy. It's really warm and the flowers are blooming 4 weeks early. And she's hoping we don't get another freeze. So Pam, I have, like we have trees behind our house before you get, we call it the woods, but it's not really the woods. Like it's just a bunch of trees. And someone at some point planted like daffodils back there. Like, they come up every spring and they're like blooming. Legit. And the boys and I, Gabe wants to be a farmer, my 6-year-old. And so he bought a bunch of bulbs, found them at Aldi's when we were there. So let me tell you what I'm doing here, guys. I've just dipped my brush in water that I have over here, and I'm taking my brush and I'm wiping that water off. And then I'm just going back over this to thin it out so that it's not super thick and dark. Because with this decor wax, a little goes a long, long way. So, and I don't want it to be dark and funky looking, but look how pretty that is. But yeah, we've got those blooming, and it looks like some of the blooms out front are about to pop. So This is a pretty, this tray is, if you're like, it's your, one of your first trays or you're new to trays, this is going to be like a really good one for you. If of course you want a faith-based tray, because there's not a lot of little pieces, it's going to be easy to paint. Oh, Amy says she's been pouring candles today and yesterday, and she's doing a jamboree on the page to celebrate. Okay, I got to go check that out. I've kind of had my head down. I've been out of the loop, and I was like on Sarah's lives today, Amy, watching, like, just to make sure, like, she was talking about some things I needed help with. And I'm glad I spent the time doing that, because I feel like I got some stuff worked out, but I have not been up on what everyone's doing. I'm looking for my green paint. I'm gonna have to check that out, and I want to buy one of your candles because I want to put them in my tray. It's gonna look really cute. So, you guys, Amy makes candles, and she pours them herself, and she's also planning on like custom containers, and she also makes something she calls a gnome. So it's like a candle with a gnome cover, right? A decorative cover. So when you're not using it, you have this really cute decorative cover. So it could go on your tray for seasonal or on your mantle. And then, or like a, you guys know that, I don't know if you guys have seen this gold tray I kind of keep on our kitchen counter. I usually have a candle in there, depending on what else I have in the tray. But I could go in there as like a decorative thing. You can take it off and use the candle and put it back on. It's super cute. And I know a lot of you guys love gnomes. So here is this color I'm going to use. This is the aloe. It's the same green that I used on the other tray, the other Easter tray, but I love this green for spring, and I just didn't really see this in dark green. So, my phone just rang. And it was potential spam, according to Siri. So, yeah, she does some cool stuff. So we're just going to paint this. This tray really is compared to like the spring blooms tray that we did in art camp, or even that other Easter tray. This one is going to be quick, simple, easy to finish. I'm using a makeup wedge that I cut in half. If you're joining us, we're painting a tier tray, two little mini signs, because usually I do a little more, but I'm headed out of town in the morning. I have a 5:45 flight. So you guys, let's just talk about why we should not get on a plane at 5:45 in the morning. There are lots of reasons, and the first one is I'm going to have to stuff everything in one suitcase because I'll never make it early enough to check my bags. Like, I know that. Oh, Leslie's here. Hey, Leslie. Never, ever will I make it early enough to do that. It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to get to the airport before 4:45 a.m. And if you get there less than an hour, they put that red tag on your bag and say your bags might not make it. These I'm going to do in white. Where's my white paint? You guys, I didn't even get a tray to paint with. Like, I'm like I don't know. Where am I going? I've got to head to Florida. Yeah, you know what? And it goes with some of the printables that Stacy has for the printable parade. So like, I was like, oh, we're going to paint this one. But I'm going to come over and see your jamboree. How exciting is that? I know you've been waiting forever to get up and running in your shop. Yeah, I'm headed to Florida last minute. It's for it's for work for our other business. So, Target has round turntables for $5 in the front by the seasonal items. You mean kind of like those turntables we were talking about last week to like paint your stuff on? Is that what you're talking about? So this has got the score marks in here, y'all. And you know that we don't want to get paint in these score marks if we can help it. So I don't want to push down hard. Yeah. And the boys have got a full weekend. How big are they, Leslie? You think they're like 12 inches? Are they low too? Are they like, like this? Or are they like a cake decorating tray height? Oh, it's a game changer. You bought them. Of course you did, girl. Of course you did. So post a picture and put that in the crafting tribe and show everybody. Tell them I will never make it to Target before I get on the plane tomorrow, but I might make it to a Target in Florida. But I've got to take the bone stimulator because my foot's still broken and I have to put that thing on my foot every night. I don't know. I might just skip 2 days. Because I don't know. I just like the thought of I've got to get all of my stuff in one suitcase. Low. Because I'm not packing any bags. I mean, I'm not checking my bags. There's just no way. But the good thing is it's going to be warm, so I can do tennis shoes and a pair of flip-flops, and I should be good. Don't need bulky shoes. It is 90 degrees down there. So this part that's engraved, okay, this is going to be the tricky part, guys, when you're painting this, because you do not want to get paint down in those engraved marks. And I wish the only way to make it untricky is to paint the whole board before you cut it, but that would take away your ability to be creative and to do it the color that you want to do it in. It would take the whole DIY out of the DIY, right? So I'm going to tap my paint off and I'm just going to go like this, okay? Real quick. I'm not going to push hard. You might have to go several times over that area. But see, it did not take long. There's not a lot of engraving, but these words, like the Matthew 8:28-6 and the two was, those are different than the score marks. Hey, Juanita. How are you, my friend? So we're making some, we're doing coffee and crafting a little early this week because I've got to go out of town tomorrow. It's a last minute trip. I got to go to Florida. And so I've got to go check on, we have a tiny little rental house in the Villages. It's around 10.5 inches and it's just 3 and okay. So Leslie's talking about a turntable that you can paint on, and it's at Target for $5 within their like Target bullseye playground area. And it's 10.5 inches and you can put your stuff on and turn it as you're painting. I am going to have to get one of those. Yeah. Post that in the crafting tribe, Leslie, and tell people that will be awesome. That does sound like a game changer. So when we paint these areas, guys, we just want to go nice and slow. Not necessarily slow, but we don't necessarily want to jam the paint. We don't want too much paint. And that's like really the one thing you're going to have to think about when you're painting this tray. I don't do a lot of engraving because it takes, it's a little trickier to paint, but I'm confident you guys all got this. You just don't want to cram the paint in there because it'll look bad. Now, some people can choose to like paint that intentionally. They could go in there and try that. I like the raw wood look. Okay, and I'm going to leave this like this because we're going to sand it. I don't need it to look perfect, and I'm going to put some decor wax on it, okay? Same thing over here. I know, $5 is a good price. So Juanita says she wouldn't have been able to be here in the morning, so this is good for you today. What's going on, Juanita? I know this morning in my stories when I was talking about it, I was just like, sometime today. And Joe's gone with the kids because they're tutoring. And I thought, you know what, this is just an easy, we're just going to make a couple quick signs because I got to go pack. And I've got some orders that need to be packaged up so Joe can get those shipped out tomorrow. So, so yeah, if you're not, why do I not have let me put this in the comments. It should be, that's not what I wanted to show. Did not want to show that. Okay, so Joyful Crafting Club. Hold on. Facebook. But I'm going to grab a link to pop in there. What were you doing this morning, Juanita? Were you busy, tied up, working? I make sure if you guys want to be entered in the Happy Mail, comment. Yours is going out, Leslie. comment and sprinkle. You can't believe you're on. I'm a slow packer. I'm going for 2 days. So I'm not really too worried about it. I'm gonna wear some yoga pants and a t-shirt. And then I'm gonna probably take like a jumper. I know I gotta wash my jumper. I'll probably wear the jumper on the plane and a dress, like a little sundress because it's 90 degrees, and that's gonna be it, you know, because I'm just not. I don't want to leave you guys hanging either. You know, I would feel horrible, and I mean, I'll probably pop on and talk to you guys, but I cannot craft from down there. I will not have my crafting stuff. But maybe we'll go in Target and see what they have down there if I am able to. We have a little rental house, tiny little rental house. It is not on the coast. It is landlocked in the villages. It's a retirement place, and we've got to have the shower replaced. And I drew the short straw. So Joe's staying home with the kids, and I've got to go. So that's how that worked. Yeah, I drew the short straw. So, and the kids are not happy. They would rather have me stay, but Joe does a ton of travel. And it's a weekend. So, we don't have any sporting events for the kids. They have, they're going to my mom's for dinner tomorrow. And then they're, going to my mom's. And then they're going to, hold on. The school carnival is Saturday, which is a big deal. And you guys should be proud of me. I've purchased their raffle tickets already. I filled them all out and took them in and paid for them. And I pre-ordered their bracelets because you have to buy the bracelets so that they can play the game. Joe doesn't have to think about that. Friday dinner is taken care of because they're going to my mom's. Saturday they're having pizza. I've ordered ice cream. Oh, there's Joe. Look, here's my hubby, guys. They're going to miss me. Yes, nobody wanted mommy to leave. They love Joe, but you know, they're little. He's at the library with them right now tutoring. I told him I would do this while they were gone because they're going to come home here in a little bit and it's going to be crazy. I got to get packed. And we got to make the 5:45 a.m. flight. Yeah, I'm going to miss them too. I am not always like the best mom and wife. I will say, you know what? I go in spurts. But it's going to be good. I don't want them to be stressed out about, Nate, our oldest, he's got the special needs, and like the change is hard for him, guys, for real. So let me show you my nails just because you guys have been asking why we're waiting on this, and we're going to sand it and put these together. So you see, these are the only thing I'm not crazy about with the patterned ones. Can you see right there where it's starting to wear a little bit on the end? See that? So I think that these are better for like a single fingernail or a time when maybe you're not going to be super active. See, like this finger is okay because I don't use it a lot, but if you're using the fingers a lot, it wears the edge of it off, the design. My thumbs aren't so bad. So that's the skinny on that. So Joe says they like him and they adore me. Well, I'm their mom, I am their mother, and it's very different. The relationship. So Joe, until COVID, Joe traveled about 80 to 90%. So it was just me and the boys. So, I mean, that was crazy. Yes, Pam. I am. It's nice that, they can go to mom's. Joe can like catch up, and he can maybe get some things done that he wouldn't get done if the kids were home, and because our days are just super busy. We are glad to be close to her. Oh, and Leslie. Leslie's saying that all of her family's in the Chicago suburbs. And she visits. So what happened? Why can't you go? Is it the weather? The weather's been crazy. Okay, this is feeling pretty close to dry. So now we're just gonna go back and sand these with my sandpaper that I had. Juanita saying she tried the Color Street nail strips and they ruined your nails. Okay, so I will say that these are glue, you glue them on, right? And so anything I think that you put over your natural nails, like they're not going to be perfect because you've got to sand. You got to like file off the extra glue. So like I feel like my nails would need to grow out before they looked really great again. Okay, they never looked great, let's just be honest. It was hard to keep them to look nice enough that I didn't feel self-conscious all the time when my hands were on camera. And I don't have time to go get them done. There's just no way I could manage that. And plus I can't stand it when they start to grow out. It drives me crazy because I just that gap between there and I start picking at them and just I'm not happy. So okay, don't do that. If you're watching, don't do what I just did. I just forgot to clean my sandpaper. So I was just sanding the green and then I went on to, this is why I tell you guys not to buy sanding blocks, because that paint is going to get lodged. You see that? It's lodged in there. Don't buy a sanding block because you're sanding like tiny little pieces and you're going to waste your money because it's going to be hard to use. Now, if you just want a sanding block to like sand off the edge of your decoupage or whatever, great. But do not buy a sanding block for this kind of work because it's also too hard to really get in there and sand your tiny pieces. I mean, can you imagine if I had a big old awkward sanding block having to do this? I mean, if you use a sanding block, you know, just, I still love you, but, I much prefer my sandpaper. Let's see. Oh, Leslie, you lost your dog sitter. Oh no. Ugh, that is so hard. It is so, I'll tell you what, we've got the 2 dogs. Yeah, it's hard when the dog sitters. And if it's hard to just leave them with anybody. When we were in Texas, we actually started using the vet because we never had a problem and we didn't have anyone to step in. Our dog loved going. It was not a problem. I didn't feel bad about it. So we're done with that. But I'm sorry because that is a bummer. If I was nearby, I'd come take care of your dog. We're taking ours when we go on spring break this month. So guys, when I post the camera or the calendar, just make sure you check for Coffee and Crafting. It's going to be a little bumpy this month because of spring break, but I'm still going to pop on and talk to you. So Juanita saying that her nails became a really soft and peeled and tore. Okay, so my nails go that way when I paint them. I mean, when I paint them, they peel, they tear, they like lift up in layers. The paint does that to mine. So just the nail polish. So I don't know. I don't have a great solution. I think I've never had a super great experience with having it on. And I feel like when my hands are on camera, I don't want them to look all gnarly. I think like if you wore them and then after a few days, you took them off, I think they would be fine. They don't stay on forever too. I think mine some of them will pop off about day 4 or 5 and I just put it back on. Some of them have stayed on for a long time, but this I'm just doing it age because I want that aged look. Leslie says she's trying not to pout too much. Color Street is real nail polish and they stick onto the nails. You know what? I've never tried Color Street. I mean, if I took these off, my hands are not going to look like fabulous. Like, because it's just, you've got the glue on there, you've got to sand it off, but I don't feel like they're ruined. I feel like they were worse with the nail polish. And you know what? I feel like they look good. And so the trade-off is okay with me, you know, if they're not perfect underneath, but they're in better shape than when I was painting them. Yes, you guys, this is true about Pam. They board dogs and she does stay busy and she loves them and she's very reliable, but she is not in Texas. I know how much you love going to see your grandkids. Okay, guys, I feel like this is one of the most important parts of the mini sign is the sanding. You know, if you're not sanding and you're not like cleaning up your wood, it just doesn't look as good. I'm just going to warn you. So see how cute that's going to look? I am going to put a little decor wax on there. So we're going to set that to the side. Okay. Okay, guys. How many of you guys, Pam, can I tell them about what you showed me today in the picture? Or do you want to surprise everybody? You're going to have to post pictures. I want to tell. So she sent me pictures of her Market Blooms tray or her Spring Blooms tray. And she put polka dots on the boot. Like, I was like, why? I didn't think of that at all, but it is so cute because there are already score marks there for the polka dots. I just didn't even think about it at all. And she painted those score marks. Correct me if I'm wrong, Pam, but if I remember, it was like a purple boot with yellow polka dots. So cute. I want her to post in the Makers Tribe when she's done or Crafting Tribe because it is so cute. I might have to go back and put polka dots on mine. So this is my tack cloth, guys, and I'm getting in there and cleaning the paint dust out of the engrave marks so that it looks clean. Juanita says a dotting. Okay. It sounds cute. Leslie's saying she thinks a dotting tool would work. Yep. And you know what else I think would work is a paint marker. I know, right, Leslie? That's what I told her. I'm not going to be able to get it done today, but when I get back, I want to put, I finally figured out how to use my white acrylic paint marker or paint pen. I just wasn't priming it enough. And I was so excited when I figured it out. So I wasn't shaking it long enough or priming it enough because it was just coming out wonky, but it looks, I'm going to do that and see if I can get the white to show up. If not, I'll do another color. Use the paint marker. So, Juanita, back the nails. So I feel like, I don't know off the top of my head, but I feel like these are about $14 a set. Like they have them on sale sometimes where you can get them for $9 and you don't have to, you can just buy one set. You don't have to buy like 30 sets. So, okay, here we go. All right, I'm just going to put a little decor wax and we're going to finish it up. This a little goes a long way, right? And you guys know, like, you can always go back and sand it down. If you feel like you got too much, you can rub it in. But these are just so, this little set is going to be really cute. I will not have it all finished before I leave tomorrow, but make sure you guys come to the check out, as you know, the printable parade market for replay. But the whole idea is, you know, Stacy has that printable club, and I lost my train of thought because I was reading about Leslie's nails, but we're going to share different ways to use the printables, and there's 6 of us, so I'm so excited to see how people are going to use them. So just a really fun day of crafting on Facebook Live. Let's see. Leslie said she has her cuticles done and filed, and you get lots of compliments. You know what? If I had time to do it, I would probably do that, but there's just not. How often do you go, Leslie? And I feel like too, because doing this all the time and then putting wood in it. I didn't tell you guys, I'm going to get a new laser. I haven't ordered it yet, but I'm getting a bigger laser. Oh, you do it yourself? Oh, good for you. Do you have a favorite cuticle oil? So I'm getting a new laser. I'm getting a bigger one, and I am so excited. I have not ordered it, but we're just trying to decide which size. We're down to like 2 sizes. Oh, you do them every week? Yeah, I do mine every week. So I guess I could do that. Okay, what do you guys think about that? You think that looks ready? I think so. You know, my girlfriend in California, Shenda from Sharp, she has her company is called Sharp Design. She does embroidery. I gotta grab my glue, guys, just a second. She does hers, and she does the gel nails, and her gel nails, like, she like puts them under like a light that cures them. Like it stays on for a long time, and her nails are gorgeous. But I bought the stuff to do the gel nails, and for the life of me, I can't get it to work. So she says she uses all of in June. So you know who else makes a really good cuticle oil is Stella Chroma. She's a nail polish business, and she was a nurse, and she learned that you could formulate and make your own nail polish, like these colors that she wanted, and she makes the coolest nail polish. I did not clean my nozzle off. Don't judge me. I know. Okay, we're good. We're cooking with gas over here. Okay. So you guys know I always lay my signs out before I do it, just so that I know everything is where it should be before I start gluing. You used to do the gel nails. Okay. She does them but it's just like a paint. There's no filing. I don't know. I don't know much about it. There's like no filing, and it's just like a 30-second, you just paint it on. Oh, look how cute that is with the green. So I think this would look really cute with lamb's ear in your tray. Jason, you know what I'm talking about? This would look really cute. So look at that. Okay, let's paint it. Y'all have anything planned this weekend? Oh, the removal. Okay. Yeah, I will say that I couldn't get them on right to begin with. So this set is really easy to put together too, because it's got the score lines. You can just pop it on there. I'm going to turn this upside down and put my cup on it. Okay, and let's do this one. So I will show you, get the rest of the trays probably done next week when I get back in town. I'm hoping I can get back. Yeah, I actually want to glue the He Is Risen on first. I want to get back earlier Sunday if I can. So we tried to get the shower replaced without having to go down there, and that was a small disaster. So I'm going to hold the He and Risen and get these on, and then I'll put the Is in the middle. Okay. This is really cute. Actually, I love this green on here. I'm glad I picked this green. And I love the idea of the painting with the home decor wax. I've never done that before, and I love how it looks, you guys. It's see that? You see how pretty that is? It doesn't look like paint, but it's not stained, so you don't have to go buy a new product. But look, it's gorgeous. It's just very natural feeling. So definitely something to try. Okay. And then here we go. All right, girls. What do you think? Yeah, look how cute this is. I love it. Okay. All right. These are our 2 signs for today. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and crafting. We are I'm going to check in with you. Look for the calendar in the Crafters Tribe. I'll check in with you guys while I'm down there trying to fix things and get things moving in the right direction, get the shower repair lined up. And I will just talk to y'all real soon. And thank you guys so much for being here and crafting with me. Hopefully I will have a great trip. And it's 91 degrees, so go sit in the heat. But yeah, and I'll talk to you guys all real soon, okay? Have a great rest of your night.